Good Monday morning. How are you this morning? It is super windy out if you are in Volusia County. When I say like so windy, all my plants are all over the parking lot here at WAPN. And I will go out there and fix them. I'm thinking, do I really want to fix them? Because then they're going to, and I'll probably bring them inside. Yeah, I'll probably bring them inside because it is that darn windy. They say it's like 32 miles an hour. I don't know if that is true. And it's supposed to calm down as the day goes, which is great because I'm meeting some grandkids and some grown-up kids at SeaWorld later on for the evening thing. We're going to go after lunchtime and go see the Christmas stuff. We do that every year, and it's so special to me. I love the nativity scene and the happy birthday Jesus, and I love the ice skating and hot chocolate. So super excited to spend time with my children and some of my grandchildren today. So we're going to head out of town in a little bit, but we got to work first. We got some stuff to take care of. So I came in super early this morning and taking care of stuff on this Monday. And then I'm headed over to Wanda's house. Y'all be praying for my friend Wanda, for her body. Just whatever the Lord wants with her body, for him to do it, him show up and take care of Wanda from the top of her head to the soles of her feet and everywhere in between. Make her comfortable. And like I said, God's plan, not our plan. And that's hard to do. That is a hard thing to pray sometimes, for God's plan and not our plan, but I'm totally giving it to God. And then my friend Mark, his dad is in the hospital, so pray for wisdom and directions today for the doctors for that. And then my friend Don, he's supposed to be getting released. So there's a lot of people that, this is the season of the flus and the icky stuff and just different things. So pray for everybody and pray for everybody traveling. I know my daughter and Keith are traveling tomorrow to New York. So pray for a hedge of protection over them. So it's a busy time of year. So thankful for a good weekend. We were dealing with the raccoon and its babies. Trapper hopefully will be there tomorrow or Wednesday. They are cute. Yes, they're cute, but they are like wild. I mean, they are smart. And so we could not outsmart them. I know. I'm going to admit that live on the air. We could not outsmart them, but we think we've got everything secure. And so we'll bring in a trapper for that. So that's been interesting. Did get to go to the Ormond Beach Parade. Oh my goodness. I loved it. We had VIP seating at my daughter's shop. It was great, and food and just a good old time. Those Clydesdale horses, they started off the parade and they're just breathtaking. I just think they are the most beautiful animal, and to see them pulling, the big red sleigh or cart, whatever you want to call it. What a great way to start off the parade. And there were several wonderful floats, and we saw people that we knew and just had a great time with family and all that. And then the very last float carrying Mr. and Mrs. Claus was Abaco Windows, and they did such a beautiful float. It was like a barn because it was a country theme. Oh, I forgot one of my other accounts was on there doing a red truck and singing and stuff from WAPN, so I forgot about that. Abaco Windows had Mr. and Mrs. Claus. They had a red barn. It was a country theme, and so they had a country Christian song with the rapper up there, and it was just bringing Jesus to all of Ormond Beach. It was amazing. What a great thing to end the parade with Jesus. And so that was really neat to see, and we got out of there pretty easily, and all things considered, because it's just a swamp amount of people. But Tim knows every back road. If you want to go somewhere with Tim, go with my husband. He knows every back road out there. So I did that, and then, like I said, yesterday, got up and went and visited Wanda, and then came home and grocery shopping and getting ready for football. We are a football family, and so we watched my husband's team, Buffalo Bills, and that was, oh my goodness, anxiety could go up, your blood pressure could go up. They were 21 points behind, but God, they pulled it off. Josh Allen, what a quarterback. The ending score was 35-31. Now, see, the first part of the game I did not like. I was just frustrated. But that back and forth, I love a back and forth game. It was snowing. It was just a great game. Also, the Chargers 16 over the Chiefs 13, Vikings 34 over the Cowboys 26, Jets 20, Jaguars 48. all kinds of good games. I think we have like 3 weeks left of the regular season, and then the playoffs and Super Bowl. So this season has went fast, I tell you what. And then Tim and I went and drove through Bethlehem at the drive-in church. That is something I love to do every year, is drive through Bethlehem. I used to love it when it was at United Brethren right here, and so now the tradition for me is to go drive through Bethlehem. I like to do different things throughout the holiday season and squeeze them in and make that memory. And then when we were driving home, we saw all kinds of Christmas lights. There's not very many Christmas lights out there this year. So that was fun to see. And I just really appreciate this time of year to be able to do things and to be able to be out and about, and just thankful for all things. But be wise as you're out and about. Be vigilant. As Chief Williams told us, pay attention to your surroundings. Think about it. Have a sling bag on, have your keys in your hand. Don't have all your packages where everybody can see them. He gave us a whole little cheat sheet, and I believe it should be that way, 365 days a year. But I do appreciate that. Also pray for the Jewish community and the tragedies that happened this weekend. Oh my goodness, crazy. Not only here in America, but also in Australia. So pray for all of that. We need to be prayed up. I believe in prayer. I start every day in the middle of the night praying for people. I ask God, the download, and that I'm praying for people. And, I pray, like last night when we were in line for a drive through Bethlehem. The police officer did not have a vest with, the bright things on it. And he was standing in front of his truck with this little tiny flashlight. And I said, "Sir, do you not have a vest with reflectors on it? Because we cannot see you." He goes, "Well, I was hoping if I stand in front of my truck, nobody would." And I thought, do you not watch TV? People, that's when a lot of people get injured. Somebody veers off or slams into or whatever. Oh, so I said, "I'll be praying for you, buddy." And I do. I pray for our police officers, our first responders, our medical staff every single day. Yes, I have all those things in my family, but also, they have to treat all kinds of different things every single day, and they don't know what they're going to come upon or what they're going to be receiving in the ER. And so pray for them, especially during this holiday season. People get exhausted, and then they, the drinking and the rush to get here and there. And so cover everybody in prayer. I believe in prayer. I know that God does miracles, and I know there's angels among us. And so as we are out this time of year, I encourage you to be kind. And that's a big thing to me. Be kind. Whatever you're going through, somebody else could be going through a lot worse than you're going through. And if you could just take the second and smile and be the only Jesus they're going to see today. You might be the only Jesus they're going to see today. It's like my shirt that I'm wearing at SeaWorld today. It's a Christmas shirt, but it's also got Jesus on it, because Jesus is the reason for the season. Happy birthday, Jesus. Tim and I were listening to the radio last night, and that song came on, Happy Birthday, Jesus. And it is one of my favorite songs, and brings so many wonderful memories into me. It just gives me the peace of the Lord. So remember, during the hustle and bustle, and yes, I Christmas shop. Yes, I do the programs and all the fun stuff and all that. But I do know that Jesus is the reason for the season. Don't go overboard anymore. I used to be that crazy person that you couldn't even find the floor of my house. Nope. I try to think of things that a person needs or a desire of their hearts and shop accordingly. And, I'd rather do an experience. I'd rather spend time with the person and share memories and talks and visit. My friend Wanda gave me a huge compliment that I'm so patient. Well, it's funny because I believe that God gave me a servant's heart. And I always thought, a servant's heart was for different things. I serve a lot of pastors here, and I appreciate them. I got to see Pastor Ron Fussell over the weekend. He's doing really good. I mean, he was showing off how he was getting strong and walking, and had to bring him his pie because, that is a tradition. And so happy birthday, Ron, yesterday. That was really great to see him. And so I do have a servant's heart, but I believe God gave me a caretaker's heart also. I am that person that if you have to have surgery, or you're going to be at the hospital, or you got to go to a long doctor's appointment, or whatever that is, I'm just that person that will sit there quietly or talk, whatever you want, I have no problem doing that because, I got to be that with my parents. I got to be that with Tim's mom, and got to walk that journey with several people. And I'm thankful that God has given me the strength and the ability to do that. And I'm very thankful that God has chosen me to do that. And so as we walk through this season, and this season means a little bit of everything to everybody. There was a time that grief overtook this season for me, and I just couldn't wrap my head around it. And I knew my parents are in heaven. That was not the problem. It's the part that I was a brat, and, I wanted them here to celebrate. But I am honoring them more by carrying on their legacy and doing their desires of their heart than just grieving. So I had to work through that. But it is something that I went through, and I worked through it. And God says, honor them. And so, that's what WAPN is honoring them. And we're winning souls. And, people always ask me, what is your purpose of WAPN? And it's the same purpose it has been for the last 40 years, to pray for people and, give them a chance to know Jesus through WAPN. If it's the one, and then we get the one, I want another one. But we're always for the one. And winning souls to Christ, like I said, and praying for people. So I believe in 40 years, we're still standing in that, standing in the fact that it's for the one, and standing in the fact that we love to pray for people. We have prayer line every day and different shows that do prayer and stuff. And so very special place to me here at WAPN. And like I said, I turned that grief into honoring. And that's a choice. You can stay in your rut, you can stay in your stinking thinking, or you can honor. And I believe every day I'm honoring God with WAPN and the things that he allows me to do. And I'm so thankful that, like I can come in early and program the day, and the pastors are all trained to be able to get on and off the air. That was something that was very important to me. My dad was the opposite on that part. My dad was, wanting to be here all the time, but he didn't know how to help people get on and off the board. Ask Miss Imogene. Miss Imogene will tell you he left her here, and she started praying over the air, Gordy, please come back. And so I always think of that. And so nice to hear Miss Imogene's voice over the air right now with the different Christmas stories. It just blesses my heart. Blesses my heart. Hearing the different pastors with salvation prayers blesses my heart. This is the season for that. It's not about the gifts. It's not about the tree. It's not about the parade. It's not about the program. Even though I know I go do all those things, I want you to know I do. But it is about Jesus is the reason for the season. So if your ministry has something going on over the holiday season and you would like to send it to me, send it over to WAPN@WAPN.net, and I would love to share it with the neighborhood. I know Calvary just sent me their thing about their Christmas Eve and their New Year's Eve program. So that will be going over the air. Remember, I'm still in need of toys. And then I need some toys. They need to be all new, any age, unwrapped, and bring them by the station. If I'm not here, there's a green crate. You can put them in the crate. It will not blow away. I put a brick in it. And it will trigger a camera, so I know it's here. But we are in need of gifts. That is a week away. Yes, 1 week away to the huge food drop and gift drop. So if you can help a girl out, I really appreciate it. Well, it is Monday, and it's December 15th, 10 days to Christmas. The weather today, 61 is our high with a low of 54. So I think it's like 54 out right now, but the winds are crazy. Madison, 51 over 31. If it's your birthday today, happy birthday, Sandra Hogue and Kelly and everybody else that's celebrating a birthday or anniversary or whatever you're celebrating. Happy. I know schools are out right now, so you're squeezing in some family time and doing some traditions. I just love it. Today is one of my favorite days, Cupcake Day. I would like a red velvet cupcake with cream cheese. If you're going to ask, you might as well really ask. I don't even know where I could get that, but that sounds really yummy right now. And a glass of ice cold milk. I have been craving ice cold milk for days. So yes, I probably drank more milk this week than I have in a year. It's weird how your body goes through that. Well, I am out. Oh, let's do our favor real quick, and then I'm out of here. Our favor for today: when you stay in praise, you won't be able to outrun the good things of God. Every time you turn around, you'll feel like it's raining His blessings. I feel like that right now. God is so good. Well, y'all have a wonderful, great day. Pray for my family. All of us are in different vehicles on I-4 because the kids had a field trip this morning. So pray they have a wonderful field trip. We're all meeting over there after lunch today. So just pray for all of us as we're driving and getting there, and that we have a wonderful time and just love on each other and make a great memory. Well, I'm praying for y'all as you pray for me. Have a great day. God bless you.